Tom Levers was just 18 years old when he became a professional trainer. Since then, things have changed for him a lot.
Well, I got into it through my grandfather. We always used to help out, come up on school holidays and stuff when we were growing up. We had the 6 weeks off, and that was great. But ever since I left school, I was into it more, and then when we got into Wimbledon, I took over the licence.
You're a busy guy because you've taken on a big facility here from your granddad, which I guess is lucky to inherit. But you've got 90 dogs, a wife, a child. You're married now. I mean, you've sort of grown up within the sport and keeping it all going. You must be a very busy boy.
Yeah, always busy, always on the go. There's not really. She always has a go at me for not spending enough time with her and the baby. But it's all, when you get into finals and see the dogs run well, it's all worth it.
I guess in that situation, good staff are important, and you've certainly got a great right-hand man in your brother, Jack.
Yeah, he does a lot. He doesn't mind travelling, so that's the biggest killer. Like, going up and down the motorways to different tracks and trialling and racing.
So many young trainers, could never afford a facility like you've got here. I guess you were pretty lucky to inherit it from your granddad, and I'm sure he was delighted that you carried it on, was he?
Yeah, delighted. Yeah, no, you couldn't afford to. It's so hard, this game. Trying to get somewhere, buying a place and having a mortgage and stuff. It's a nightmare.
It's a big facility as well. It must take a lot of upkeep.
Yeah, it's a lot of maintenance. You spend a lot of the time on the tractor cutting grass and repairing fences and stuff.
You've been doing it 14 years already. Can you see yourself doing this for, say, another 14 years or perhaps longer, 30, 40 years?
I don't know about that long, but for the time being, it's good.
How much would you say you've improved as a trainer in the time you've been doing it?
You're always learning, so I don't think you'd always improve. There'd be things that you'd always do differently looking in the past, but yeah, definitely improved a lot. And it helps with having better quality dogs as well.
What are the most important things here for you about training greyhounds?
Just feeding them right, and keeping them injury free. Feeding red meals racer and beef and mackerel, sardines. And we feed a lot of veg as well. We cook up each day.
Who do you most admire in the sport? Who have you looked up to, sort of growing up as a young greyhound trainer within the sport?
Well, it was nice to get to Wimbledon and watch the derby there. So probably it'd be Charlie Lister, because he seemed to win all of them.
But that said, you are really into your breeding, aren't you?
Yeah, I love breeding them. That's more for it than it is racing. Anyone can go out and buy a dog, but it'd be nice to actually produce a real decent dog.
And what is it specifically you like about the breeding side?
Just watching them grow up and seeing them different stages of their lives, and yeah.
What's your ambition then in the sport? Where do you want to go from here?
It'd be nice to. Everyone wants to win the derby, but that's very difficult. But it'd be nice just to be competitive in these big competitions, and go in somewhere and knowing you've got a chance all the time.
Ideally with a homebred?
Yeah, always.